Hi, I'm Dominic Nguyen, and I'm going to go over the semantics of my circle word black shop HTML. We already went over most of the index page together in class, so it's just going to be a quick breakdown. You have your header that contains nav tags that uh, navigates to the other HTML files in the folder. A section that just shows the categories of the shop, basically, that you would go to, and there's all header 3s. The the featured product section has H2, and all the way through each article is an individual item with all the information inside of it. Members benefits, it you know it's just member benefits, and it's an ordered list that tells you which each one is, and images in it, well, it can be done in CSS. The footer, we did this in class yesterday, and I liked your idea of having each section be an unordered list, basically, and that contains all the information. And these are part of unordered list, and about Psycho World has an unordered list underneath it. Social, it's its own thing because go through the map. Is it required to understand the content? No, because the sitemap is the main content of the footer. And the section down here is just, site legal stuff. We go over here to the shop. I started it off with an aside, as you can see here. It's not, when you go back to here, it's not required to understand the content. It just, helps it because, the categories. Um, there's a section to contain the upper part here that, tells you the product type. There's a form for the drop down menus. Then you have a grid view and list view. There's your buttons. And you have here, it's just holding in the labels and the options. The articles are, I, it's basically I copy the same styling I did here, and the price, the product image, and buttons to do whatever. Excuse me. Going on to club events, this one's a lot more simpler. They're just individual articles. I'll pull up a picture. Yep, individual articles that explain a club event. I kept this all on the same line because you can just easily use CSS to edit this. And the link to buy tickets. And I added another one because, shown in the image. Oh yeah, and also each header has the name of the page, club events. So it'll be the nav and then club events. For the blog, let me pull this up. I I like to start with the aside first. So, well, the reason it's aside is like I'm going back through the flowchart. Is it required to understand the content? No, it just adds to the content. Here it shows the categories, made a list of categories. Recent posts. There used to be images with all these posts, as you can see here, all images, but I decided that those are just flavor images that just add to the page, and we can just do that in CSS. And so, you have also, the headings as well. See the main heading right there. And, each is, I made a header 3 a link because it's just transferring. And the articles are just the name, the date, description, and then a read more. Moving on to the last one is the contact. We went over a little bit of this in class as well. I decided that this wouldn't be a side because knowing how to contact them is important. And let me find this. The email is highlighted, so I'm guessing that brings you to like a Gmail that automatically fills the CC. So I made this link, and this is just the placeholder holder email. I made a form that was a post. We I did what we talked about in class, and I did a field set because name and email are very similar to each other. And each one has a label, input, there you go. And here's a iframe, it's just that what holds the map. I can pull it up right now. Uh, I guess it's not working right now for some reason, but this is what would hold the map. Oh, I would need to put it in a section. But yeah, anyway, and this is the only error I had when going to the validator because it said you can do it in the CSS. So we can talk about it in class. But yes, this is all the semantics I did, and thank you for